effect, which is dynamic. Not just this, you've got 6 different dynamic bokeh effects. For example, the light circles or diamonds. And when Rohit is with me fans, to capture his mood, hearts. So what you do get is, for the first time ever, you get dynamic bokeh as well on the Note 6 Pro. Once you've done this dynamic bokeh, what you can do is you can easily capture this either as an image, which is the final image, or as a video, which can be readily shared on any of your platforms, whether it's social or whether you want to put it on WhatsApp and send it across to somebody. So you get incredible portraits every single time with the Note 6 Pro. In fact, when we compare the portraiture on the Note 6 Pro with some of the flagships out there, nobody offers you this level of control, right? There are people who offer portrait mode, of course. There are some people who have adjustable bokeh, but none of them offer you light trails, studio lighting, AI scene detection, all in one complete all-round package. It's just an overall incredible dual camera setup. So to sum it up, flagship level AI rear dual camera, you got an incredible 12 megapixel uh, plus a 5 megapixel depth sensor. It has dual pixel autofocus. It has electronic image stabilization. You get better low light photography thanks to the wider aperture and the larger pixel size. You've got AI scene detection coming in and recognizes 32 categories. And of course, what we just saw, really dramatic, really cool AI Portrait 2.0, where you can control your bokeh, you can have light trails and really dramatic studio lighting as well. But we did say quad camera, so let me talk about the 2 cameras up front. Now these are also really cool, where you've got a 20 megapixel primary camera, and this is clubbed with a 2 megapixel. Uh, what we did was we tried to do a comparative shot. Unfortunately, we had to kind of look at anything else which had 2 cameras in the front, so that it was fair to others, right? So the closest one we could find was the Samsung A8 Plus. Now this one is a 28,000 rupee device, but it does have a dual camera in the front. Uh, the results, actually, we had to go back time and again to check if they were actually coming in from the camera, because there's a whole lot of difference that you see. If you can see the overall blur level, the bokeh that comes at the back, the edge detection is the next level with the Note 6 Pro. In fact, let me zoom in for you. If you look at the hair and the details that are coming into the hair, but not just that, but the edge detection, which is really tough in a scene like this, coming in all from the front camera alone. Really great shots. Let's look at a few more portrait selfies. Uh, this is again a great shot with the background blurred out beautifully. But what's also important is you see the hair, you see your entire arm, everything is pin sharp, it's in focus, while the background gets this amazing bokeh. Another image, uh, everything else of the subject is in focus and the background is blurred out. It retains the depth information. You get this gradient depth as you go further, overall providing for a great front portraits as well. The 20 megapixel also comes with a super pixel technology, where it binds 4 pixels together to form a effective size of a 1.8 micron massive pixel size. So essentially, in low light condition, it helps you take in a lot more light and give you better low light selfies like this one. Again, a great low light selfie. She is still in focus. You can see everything clearly, and of course the beautiful bokeh, especially with those lights at the back. It looks really cool. We have in the front camera kept AI Beautify, which detects your overall skin, analyzes that, and digitally applies kind of a makeup. Obviously, it does a whole bunch of things, but we'll not go into that, because there's something even better. We've added AI scene detection to the front camera, not just the back, but the front camera also gets AI scene detection for the first time ever. And this one can detect up to 12 categories. So for example, if you're taking a selfie in front of a beach, it will detect that. Or for example, against a sunset, or maybe if you're next to some foliage, some leaves, right? And how this works is quite interesting. Now there's a whole lot of things that will happen, but let me talk about this. So you look at this particular picture. Now Xiaomi's AI semantic segmentation will detect where this person is, enhance that photograph. So this is digitally applying makeup. It looks a lot brighter, knows what the background is. And if you've not gone for a portrait shot, it also improves a flagship level front dual camera. You get 20 megapixel primary with super pixel technology. You get a 2 megapixel depth sensor. You get real time portrait preview. You get AI portrait selfie, AI beautify, and AI scene detection. Some of that working together as we just saw in the last slide. So from an overall camera perspective, not just rear or front, but the four cameras working together. So flagship level quad cameras, what you are getting is a 12 megapixel plus 5 megapixel rear. You get great low light photography with a wider aperture, larger pixel size, AI enhancements, AI scene detection, and of course the incredible AI portrait coming in for the first time. In the front as well, you get a 20 megapixel camera and a 2 megapixel depth sensor with super pixel technology. You get AI portrait selfie along with real time preview and scene detection in the front. Again, a new one. So, a whole lot of things happening here on the camera, giving it almost a flagship level quad camera experience. Now, let's move on to the next part, performance. Now, Redmi Note 6 Pro comes with this incredible Snapdragon 636. Now, of course, people did kind of know about this. Some people guessed this, and we saw a couple of memes coming in, right? So yeah, like it's Radflix, it's 636 for Xiaomi, and actually they're really right, because when we are looking in for what processor goes into a device, we're not looking primarily at three things. Of course, there are a whole bunch of other variables. Is it able to run all apps and all the latest games smoothly? Right? Does it have great thermal performance? And does it provide high power efficiency? And the answer is an incredible yes. A Snapdragon 636 is a proven chipset. We've worked on it. I think it's been about 10 months since we introduced it to the world with a global debut in the Redmi Note 5 Pro. Not only have we understood this processor better, but we've had a chance to work with it, further refine it, and you will see how it kind of improves a few things. Now, 636 itself is based on the Cryo architecture. So it's a Cryo 260 architecture, which is Qualcomm's semi-custom architecture. Uh, Cryo, if you guys are aware, was largely used in the 800 series, and Qualcomm obviously worked it to come into the 636. Now, this is an octa-core processor having a big little architecture, which means there are 4 performance cores, which give you that performance boost when you need it. And then you've got 4 cores, which are more towards the battery efficiency, getting you the better battery life, which again the Note is known for. So all of that works well together. There's one more particular element which we really like on the 636 is the Spectra 160. And looking at the Note 5 Pro and the results that you've seen with the Note 5 Pro, you would have seen it with your friends. And of course, if you are using a Note 5 Pro, the pictures that you've clicked, the image signal processing has been brilliant. And of course, we've been fine tuning it, we've been tweaking it, and that's one of the key reasons why on the Note 6 Pro, it gets even better, right? So overall, better camera hardware, and on top of that, we've added a little more fine tuning to the image signal processing, giving you a much better overall experience. The Note 6 Pro will come with up to 6 gigs of DDR4X RAM. Now, this is the fastest RAM available for phones in the market. And like I was talking about optimizations, Note 6 Pro is capable of launching apps almost 30% faster. And how this happens is thanks to optimizations that are coming in on MIUI 10. Yes, this will be the first Xiaomi device in India to ship with MIUI 10 on day one. But not just faster app launches, I also want to talk about a whole bunch of other optimizations that we've done. Uh, there are more than about 20, but let's talk about dynamic resource allocation. Now, with the Note 6 Pro, the system automatically detects which apps you're using, where it needs to divert more system resources so that you get a more smoother experience. Not just that, if you look at deep sleep recovery, now this is something that actually goes into battery management, where when your phone is in standby, when you're not using it, it goes into kind of a deeper sleep, hence kind of saving your battery life. But with MIUI 10 on the Note 6 Pro, the moment you power on the device and go into an app, it's able to recover a lot faster, and hence you do not feel those lags. Those lags when come in when you first start using a particular device after it's been lying around for like an hour or 2 hours. Now with Note 6 Pro and MIUI 10, that will not happen. So overall, with the Note 6 Pro, you get an all-round balanced experience. You get the Snapdragon 636, which has been proven time and again. The LPDDR4X RAM and system optimizations thanks to MIUI 10. A few other things. The Note 6 Pro is dual SIM, dual VoLTE. A lot of people are using more and more VoLTE SIMs. And in case you've got two VoLTE SIMs in the same phone, you don't have to choose anymore. With the Note 6 Pro, both of them can actually be, one will be active, other will be in standby, where you can receive calls on both so you don't miss out. But what's also interesting is, suppose you're on SIM 1 and that's your primary SIM and that's where your data is, and you get a call coming in. The system can, if you enable it, and that's in the settings, move that data to SIM 2. So you're not disconnected. Even if you're on a long call, your data keeps flowing through. Now these are small, meaningful innovations which kind of help make an all-rounder. One more very interesting thing about connectivity while we're here is something that I actually faced when I was just coming in to Delhi. So I was flying out of Bangalore, and for some reason, the Bangalore airport overall data speeds were not really good at all. And I had to get my emails down, and obviously Manu keeps sending a whole lot of work, right? So I couldn't get any of it, and of course I wanted to get connected. So what do? You connect to airport Wi-Fi. Now they give you one OTP. That means one device can be active. What do I do with that? I have multiple devices. I need to be on the phone. I need to be on the laptop. They all have to be connected. Normally, when you switch on hotspot, it uses your 4G data. On the Note 6 Pro, it has something that we are calling Wi-Fi pass-through, where if you are connected to a Wi-Fi which has an internet connectivity, it will take that internet connectivity and almost act like a repeater where you can connect multiple devices, right? So with one particular login, you can have almost your entire set. I don't know, I'm sure most of you guys in this room carry at least about 3 or 4 devices. So all of these things are connected, your tablet, your laptop, other phones, anything that you need on that one single Wi-Fi connectivity. So a really cool innovation. Okay, let's move back to the all-rounder Note. I got distracted because this is really cool. Of course, it won't be a Note if it didn't have a big battery. So you get a 4000 mAh, 2-day battery life under heavy usage. Actually, it's a little better than the 4000 mAh that you've come to know of. When we did lab tests, we got some astounding results. For example, your 4G calling of up to 30 hours, or video playback of 15 hours, standby of 12 days, when the battery life had actually taken a step further. And to go even further, now it supports Quick Charge 3.0. Now in the box, it'll come with a 10-watt charger, but you can head over to me.com and pick up a quick charger at a really honest price. So the Note 6 Pro has a Snapdragon 636, a very proven, very capable processor with the Spectra 160 ISP, has Cryo 260 cores, comes with the fastest RAM, the DDR4X, and you will get up to 6 gigs. You've got a noteworthy 4000 mAh 2-day battery life. We are supporting Quick Charge 3.0 for those people who want that. You've got overall system optimizations, much faster response time with MIUI 10 out of the box. Let's take a look at the Note 6 Pro from a design perspective. Now this is the Note 5 Pro. What Note 5 Pro brought in the 18:9 aspect ratio to our portfolio. With the Note 6 Pro, what we've done is we've extended the screen even further. Uh, Now this is a massive 6.26-inch display. It is a full high definition plus with a PPI of about 403. And what we did kind of retain here while we extended the screen is a notch. Now, why is this notch important? Because it does a whole bunch of things. You've got two cameras in the front, which we spoke about. You've got a redesigned earpiece with a changed metal mesh. You've got a notification light. You've got proximity and light sensors. All of that kind of compressed into that small area. So you get a larger screen and it retains all the sensors, all the things that you care about, adding a second camera to it. It is protected against your daily wear and tear with Corning Gorilla Glass. So you get a 19:9 full screen display with notch. You can turn that notch off if you want. You get a full high definition display, and we've also improved the overall sunlight legibility by taking this up to a whopping 500 nits. Now this is a much better, much more brighter display than any of our notes till date. Of course, for the people who are here, you can experience this in the experience zone after the event. It does come with improved curve design. It's an aluminum build. The overall curvature has been increased so that you get a better hand feel. But not just that, we've taken our arc design, which a lot of Mi fans loved, and increased the curvature on the edges as well. Now it's a very subtle change, but makes a whole lot of difference when you're holding the phone. It just improves the overall grippability of the device. Here's the Note 6 Pro in black. Of course, this is the favorite color, the classic black. We are also having the Note 6 Pro in rose gold. My favorite color, the all new blue. It just looks incredible here. With the new blue with rose gold. Of course, a lot of fans have asked us, so the Note 6 Pro will also come in this incredible red. And the red looks absolutely gorgeous with the entire front also being black. So, with this new display as well as the enhanced colors, it just looks a great overall phone. Let's look at all the four colors together. So you've got the red, you've got rose gold, you've got the all new blue, and of course the classic black. As you can tell, I'm more of a black person. I'm already in black. But while we've improved the overall build quality, we've done a lot of things that are for India. Of course, we've spoken about this. Quality continues to be our top priority when we are launching devices. In fact, we do a whole bunch of tests for every device that we have. For example, fingerprint sensor is tested for about 6 lakh times, or the USB port is tested 10,000 times in terms of how well it can stand up to wear and tear. Even we've increased the directional drop height to about 1 meter for India. Overall, a lot more robust device, a higher quality device, and that is again a reason why a lot of Mi fans still continue to happily use a 2-year, 2.5-year-old Xiaomi device, because it is a much higher quality, right? They don't break out, they don't slow down. It's an overall better experience. But not just that, we have one more problem in the country: voltage fluctuation. Now we all face this. Winters, luckily it kind of goes down a bit, but summers is a problem. And of course, when the voltage surges, your best case scenario, if a surge goes up to like about a 300, 320 volts, is your charger will go. Obviously, the worst case scenario, the charger and the phone is dead, and then you've got to go to the service center and go through the entire process. We've kind of eliminated that by having a made for India voltage charger, power adapter. Now, our power adapter can withstand up to 380 volts. So really useful. Again, small innovations that all add up. So all the spikes, anything that you get, your phone is protected thanks to the Xiaomi charger. One more thing that we wanted to talk about. What's common between these two photographs? Any guesses? So the photograph on the left, of course, you've got Manu here, and the Redmi Note 6 Pro. So what's common between these two? Anyone? Okay, it's a really lame joke, but they both have the jack. Okay, moving on from jack. Talking about jack, actually we've changed a few things for jack as well. I mean, not that jack, but our jack. We've added rust protection. So in the headphone jack and charging port, people in Delhi would not really face this, but the people who are staying in coastal areas where there's a lot more humidity and heat, there is a genuine problem of corrosion coming in. We've added rust protection on the Note 6 Pro. Again, the focus being on higher quality devices for our fans. So if I look at what all has changed, uh, a whole bunch of improvements coming in over the best-selling uh, dual camera phone in the country, the Note 5 Pro. What you get is a dual front camera. You get a larger display, much larger display, actually it's a 6.26 inch. You get incredible primary camera. Uh, it's a 12 megapixel with a massive 1.4 micron pixel size. You get a wider aperture. You get much faster focusing with dual pixel autofocus. You get AI scene detection. You get AI portrait 2.0, and you saw what those AI portraits can do. You've got quick charge 3 supported. Of course, you have to buy the charger separately. You've got the proven Snapdragon 636. We've got electronic image stabilization. We've got a noteworthy 4000 mAh 2-day battery life. We've got Corning Gorilla Glass display protection in the front, making this perfect quad cam all-rounder. Again, to sum it up, dual cameras at the back, dual cameras in the front, AI enhancements, 2-day battery life, Snapdragon 636, and the all-new display. Overall, a great all-rounder. So what I would do is, from here, our team has worked on an incredible video. I'd play that video, and then I'd like to call Manu on stage after that.
Thank you, Anuj. I really like that part around Jack and that meme that you showed on Xiaomi and Snapdragon 636. Okay, so now on to our last part, the price. This is probably the most interesting and weighted part during any of our launch events. Now, before we talk about price, I want to talk about something which is really impacting the entire industry and also us, which is the rupee dollar fluctuation. This year, 2018, we started at dollar being at about 64 rupees. In 9 months, it went from 64 to about 74. That's increasing the cost by 15%. Now you may ask, like, why does it impact Xiaomi? Because Xiaomi is making all the phones here in the country. Yes, we do make almost all our phones in India. And not just phones, but a large number of components. We also manufacture all our PCBs here in the country. But the reality is the raw material for all these components and PCBA is still bought in dollars, which means if the dollar goes up, our entire cost does go up. And it puts a lot of pressure on us, especially a company like us, which believes in honest pricing and less than 5% profit margin. But we really hope with Note 6 Pro, again, we'll be able to meet the expectations of all our Mi fans. So let's look at it. So we are launching two different variants, the 4GB, 64GB and 6GB, 64GB. And of course, we have some other products which have comparable specs, or maybe you can say Note 6 Pro will have better processor, a better camera, better battery. And let's try and see what prices can we hit for Note 6 Pro. So for 4GB, 64GB, the price is going to be, okay, I can see a lot of cameras coming out. The price for 4GB, 64GB is going to be 13,999. Hold on, we have a few more surprises for you guys. And the price for 6GB, 64GB is going to be 15,999. So 14,999 and 15,999 for 4GB, 64GB and 6GB, 64GB variants. Every single Redmi Note 6 Pro that will be shipped in India will have an ultra slim case inside the box, and because it's coming from the company, you can be assured about quality and fit. Our partner Reliance Jio is giving a 2,400 rupee instant cashback if you use a Jio SIM along with Redmi Note 6 Pro and plus 6 terabyte of data. Now, few other interesting things about Redmi Note 6 Pro. We of course listen to all our Mi fans. Some of the feedback that you guys gave us is, can you make your products available soon, just after the launch? And can you make them available in enough quantity so that everybody can buy? So we are trying out something new, something different this time. This product, Redmi Note 6 Pro, you can buy it tomorrow during the Black Friday sale, tomorrow, which is 23rd of November, across Mi.com, Flipkart, and Mi Home stores. The first sale will be at 12 noon tomorrow, and we may also have few other surprise sales that we will reveal tomorrow at 12 noon only. Now for tomorrow, only for tomorrow, for the Black Friday sale, we are going to have a special price. And that special price is going to be 12,999 for the 4GB, 64GB variant. And for the 6GB, 64GB, the price is going to be 14,999, only for tomorrow for the Black Friday sale. Not just this, our partner HDFC Bank will also give 500 rupee instant cashback, again only for tomorrow, if you buy it using one of the HDFC Bank cards, which means effectively for tomorrow's Black Friday sale, you can buy a 4GB, 64GB variant for 12,500 and a 6GB, 64GB variant for 14,500 rupees. And soon, this product is also going to be available across all our offline stores, including Mi Preferred Partners and all the rural stores that we spoke about. So that's all, guys. Thank you for joining us today. And do stay tuned for tomorrow 12 noon. If you want to buy a Redmi Note 6 Pro, there cannot be a better time than tomorrow to buy it. And we will also announce few special sales tomorrow at 12 noon so that you can further buy it. If you miss this sale, you can buy it again tomorrow. So stay tuned. We will announce these details tomorrow at 12 noon. So with this, let's have a photo op.